Alright, so before the video starts, I just want to let you know that I do have a Patreon. So yeah, if you're interested in seeing my full uncut reactions and the full length reactions, the link to my Patreon is in the description, and you'll also be able to see the reactions a few days or like a week early. So yeah, if you're interested in that, the link is in the description. But as for now, let's get straight into the reaction. Alright, so welcome back to another reaction on the channel. Today, we're going to be continuing the Expanse. We're going to be on episode 5 of season 1. I'm so excited to get straight into this. Because, yeah, last episode, episode 4, was probably the best episode by far in the show so far. Absolutely amazing. The pacing, the action, literally everything in that episode was amazing. It was absolutely phenomenal. And, yeah, that ending, they pretty much just left the Donegal, I think that's what it was called, the Mars Donegal, the Mars military ship. They pretty much left it. And, yeah, it's been self-destructed. So they're literally the only people on this ship now, like the little ship that got away pretty much. They're literally the only survivors of the Donegal and the Canterbury. Like, I think there's obviously our group, minus the guy that got his head blown off last episode. That was crazy, man. I can't believe that happened. But yeah, it's our group, well, our crew pretty much, and the Mars guy. The Mars guy actually seems so interesting. I actually really like his character. I don't know why. I really don't. I really hope he doesn't die, because I actually really like his character, and I hope we find out more about him, because so far I'm actually really interested in him. We got like a monologue of him talking about like Mars and Earth and why he has this hatred towards Earth in a way, because he sees Earth as like having everything and pretty much ruin it. But yeah, by far the most interesting question is, who the hell was it? Who the hell was it that boarded the ship? I've got so much theories on that. I've got a theory that it might be the United Nations. It might be like Earth or Luna. But I highly doubt that, because why would they be literally starting a war to Mars? That doesn't make any sense. And they literally said, Mars literally said that the technology on the people, it was so high tech that they've never seen anything like it before. And obviously Mars was seen as this great superpower with like amazing technology and weapons and everything. And obviously Earth and Mars, Earth and Luna are nowhere near there. So yeah, I doubt it's Earth. And I also had another theory that was the OPA. Because obviously it was hinted at like that Naomi was in the OPA. And then that plane pretty much blew up the Canterbury and was trying to pick Naomi up pretty much. But now I don't believe that anymore. I did for like, I think it's episode 3 I believe that. But right now, I don't believe the OPA has that power, like that. I don't believe the OPA have that level of technology and that level of like military power. Pretty much, like that is ridiculous. They literally took on Mars in a CQB, which was a close quarter battle, and they won easily. And yeah, of course, the Mars ship literally had to self-destruct, and we saw that. Like, it was crazy. All the energy, all the debris released. There was so much of it. It was insane. I do have another theory, and I mentioned it last episode at the start and at the end. I'm not quite sure. This might be completely bullshit, but I have a theory that obviously at the first ever episode, we saw Julie on like in a locker. She managed to break free, and then she actually saw a spacesuit floating around. Someone left me a comment saying that it wasn't, because I actually said it was a dead body floating around, but turns out it was actually just an empty spacesuit, obviously floating around in no gravity. And yeah, anyway, she went to the core of like the spaceship or whatever, and it was literally completely empty. So I don't know what happened beforehand, but she went and she looked at the core, and it looked like there was this type of like infection kind of. Or like it's either like an infection, or it's some like it's like a portal or something, or some sort of like other universe. I might completely be making that up, but so far my prediction is that it's like a passage into another universe, because we saw this unknown thing pretty much eating up a guy, and it was all blue and all like alive, like really shiny, really neon pretty much. And obviously we saw the people that boarded the Donegal, their military, like their outfit was all like blue, and it was really like high advanced technology, like futuristic pretty much, already even more futuristic than the Mars and the Earth stuff. And that is saying something. But I think that these people are from another universe, because we actually had a comment. I don't know their names, but they was on this like I don't know the name for either, but they was it was just like lead tech. I think it was the engineer, and obviously he was getting like what's it called, put down, not put down. He was getting he's been told to step down pretty much because of his links to the OPA. I'm pretty sure if you know the show, you'll know what I'm talking about, that scene. And obviously it was this guy in a grey suit talking to him, and he was saying that obviously he needs to step down, and that people are getting worried that he has OPA links. And I mean, this guy seems like he is in control of everything, the engineer, and he is like the best engineer. So yeah, I don't think you want to be messing with your best engineer, especially when he has control over everything. And even said about, but yeah, there was something about a 100 million miles space exploration or something, looking for new life or something. And obviously he was saying, well, if you make me step down, there might be all these malfunctions and problems. So yeah, I feel like it might be linked to that. I feel like this new group that just completely came out of nowhere, they're either from somewhere really, really far away, like another universe where it's extremely advanced and they have all this technology, or it's like a shift into another universe, or like an alternate reality, or like a parallel universe or something. I know that the core we saw, like all that stuff on it, I feel like that was like a portal to something. I don't know what it will lead to, and I really hope we get more on that because I'm really, really interested in that. And yeah, there's obviously the mystery with Miller and Julie, and obviously the guy that was found dead, but also when Miller went to go to this like gambling place where they gamble on people in space, he literally saw him on the screen. And he did die on the screen, but that doesn't make any sense. So obviously, it must be like a fake identity, some criminal, some crooks taking his identity, or there's a way bigger conspiracy at play. It's either one of them two. But yeah, there's also that other detective, the one we saw like getting spiked by the OPA. I presume it's the OPA. It was either the OPA or the Belters. But yeah, he was pretty much killed. Well, he's not killed, but he was pretty much got like a metal, I don't even know what it was. It's like a spike, and it went straight through his chest and hung him on the wall. And I thought like he was dead. There's no way anyone surviving that. But I think it was episode 3 or episode 4. I think it's episode 4. The guy, someone came across him, and yeah, he's actually alive somehow. So she went to get help. So yeah, that's going to be really interesting to see where that goes and how that develops. Because now that's happened, I really think he's going to have like a really important role in the story. I've said that for the past few episodes, but so far we're led to believe that he's like a really minor character. He's not really that important, but I feel like that's going to completely change episodes down the line. And yeah, everyone in the comments have been telling me how amazing the show is for detail and how things now can mean so much in a few episodes or a few seasons. So I'm definitely going to pay close attention to everything on the screen. But yeah, what now for our crew? What now for the Mars guy and Amos, James, and Naomi? What now? I don't actually know what the pilot's name is. Obviously, like the guy that was in the Navy for 20 years. I don't know what his name is. I know Amos, James, and Naomi, and the Mars. I'll just call them Mars guy because it's easy. But I don't know the other guy's name. But yeah, what now for them? Are they going to go back to Earth? Are they going to go to Ceres? Are they going to go to Luna? Like, where are they going to go? They do have a Mars guy. But yeah, I feel like they're definitely going to have to testify and say that it wasn't Mars. Because, I mean, surely the United Nations know that it wasn't Mars, considering that literally now the Donegal and the Canterbury have been destroyed. Completely, utterly nuked, pretty much. Well, it wasn't nuked, the Canterbury was, but the Donegal was self-destructed. But surely Earth and the United Nations are going to see that and realise that there's some other superpower at play here. And yeah, going into this episode, I really hope we find out more about the superpower, because that is so interesting. And I cannot wait to find out what it is, what do they want, who are they? Because yeah, it's definitely not the OPA, it's definitely not Earth, it's this completely new group that we know nothing about. And even the Mars technology people, they said we've never seen stuff like this before. Like, it's so advanced that even we're nowhere near this level, and obviously Earth would be nowhere near there as well. So yeah, there's loads of interesting stuff, loads of mysteries. But yeah, I think I'm going to get straight into this episode. So yeah, this is going to be The Expanse, Season 1, Episode 5. Really, really excited to get straight into this. I want to thank everyone for all the support over the past few episodes. It's been phenomenal. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, so this is going to be my reaction to The Expanse, Season 1, Episode 5. And without further ado, let's get straight into this. Alright, so this episode is called Back to the Butcher. So that is a very interesting title. Oh shit, okay, we're starting off right here. Okay, wow. That's way worse than... Way better than I thought it would be. Way less worse than I thought it would be.
Have luck.
There we go.
Please tell me this is just a get-well present for yourself. Please. Put it on my tab, huh?
You don't know what you're talking about, Miller.
Man, the next spike's gonna go right through your skull.
Yeah, coming from a real fountain of police wisdom. You know, look the other way, take your bribe, do as little as possible.
Hey, you see any extra holes in me, pal? He cares about you. What's the name of the scumbag that paid you to lure him down to Medina so they could jam up a cop?
Passion fonsa come.
Come on, me without my...
Yeah.
Put your hands on her again. And you see how fast I get out of this bed, Miller.
I mean, you can understand both sides, really. You can understand Miller's side and his side, because he's trying to do the right thing, and Miller's just trying to tell him to be safe and not to be stupid, pretty much. But yeah, okay, so this is called the Tachi, the MCRN Tachi. Why is there blood? Oh no. What's that? Oh, what am I talking about? Of course, it's Amos's leg.
Did you get enough sleep, princess?
Jeez, that's messed up.
Hold
Can't you just pull it back in? Like, I'm pretty sure if you push it up or something. I don't know. I've seen stuff on that. But... Oh, well, there you go. Yeah. Alex K.
Jesus.
That's what his name is, Alex. Alright, I know everyone's name
I don't know
now.
what I'm doing. Neither did he.
Just give him the shot.
Which one do I use first, the antiseptic or the...
M's like, enough of this shit. Just give me all the drugs you can, mate. Yeah, if he's in that much pain, Jesus Christ. I might write down the names. Yeah, I'm gonna write down names just so I don't forget. Alright, we got James Alden, we got Naomi, we got Amos, and we got Alex. Alright.
Who just sent us a message?
I've literally got that there now, so I remember. Oh shit! Oh no! Yeah, it's bound to be the people that boarded the what's it called? The Donahue. Considering they self-destructed, I presume they killed a lot of them on board. Anderson Station, an ore refinery in the belt. Okay, 11 years ago. Okay, we're going all the way back here. I'm all for it.
Blue is your favorite color. Try that one first.
Right, it's this guy we saw earlier, isn't it?
That's okay, honey kitty.
Is that Julie?
Try again. You can do it.
Nah, never mind, that's not Julie, but I think it's just the guy we saw. A younger version of that guy who stopped.
This is Anderson Station.
Anderson Station surrendered to the UN.
My name is Fred Johnson, Director of Operations at Tycho Station. I don't know who you are or what your intent may be, but unless you're trying to start a war, you need to contact me.
We have to go somewhere.
Well, I say we fly to the nearest Mars base and turn ourselves in.
That's an excellent idea. We'll just roll up in a stolen Mickey Corvette with a dead Martian in the trunk.
Yeah, nice.
I'm sure they'll roll out the red carpet.
Hey, smartass. A lot of good Martians died, saving our lives so we get the truth out.
The only Martians who believe us are dead.
So let's just burn hard to series.
We're the only survivors from the Canterbury and the Donninger.
Exactly, that's what I was saying. This is what I said.
Like terrorists.
At the start of the
No one's gonna believe our
this
story.
episode, I said that.
believe us.
That's exactly what I said at the start of this episode. What about that Mars guy? Is he still
Any other
alive?
ideas?
He has to be alive.
You can't trust Fred Johnson. We all know what he's capable of.
That was like 10 years ago.
I mean, he wants to go to Mars base, so he used to say no.
Holden's got a point. We gotta go
Oh,
somewhere.
never mind. Amos, what are you thinking, pal? Mars
We're not going
guy.
anywhere.
Come on, Mars guy. Is he dead? He better not be dead. I really like this guy.
Hey, what are you doing? Are you crazy?
That's my going away present to you. On to bigger and better things.
And if he accidentally falls out an airlock, that's life. Havelock is one of us. This
That's what I
is still our
said.
station.
They're gonna
Let's
go
make
after them
sure
with
that
everything they
people don't
got.
think otherwise.
But we already knew that Julie was on the scopolite, obviously, and to the flight path. So what's Miller trying to find?
This shitstorm that we're in, it's all got to do with her.
Exactly.
And Mal. You know that memory crypt that we took out of that
It's
stiff?
way bigger than
All
just
right.
getting a payday
Let's
for
see.
Millie. This is
It had an
everything.
unregistered flight
Everything's
path
connected to
for
Millie.
a ship
Millie?
called the Anubis.
What am I talking about?
Anubis. The Anubis left.
What's her name? I literally just forgot her name. Julie. What the hell am I doing?
For Eros.
Everything's connected
Okay.
to Julie and
Now,
the scopolite.
ship was sent out to intercept it. And then, suddenly, ships start blowing up. The Canterbury, the Donninger. It's got to be connected.
It is.
Should Deep know about any of this?
You're absolutely
Told her
right.
about Julie. I told her about the scopuli. I don't know. She didn't bite.
Miller looks so different without his hat. It's so weird. Like, his hair looks completely different. But yeah, he's literally spot on about everything. Like, about the scopuli, about the Donninger, about the Canterbury. Like, literally everything.
And are clear.
Oh, so this is 11 years
until
ago.
we're met.
What's this
We're
all
not giving up
about?
Control of the station. We want to negotiate peacefully.
Mr. Morama, I Johnson, listen very carefully. We will not listen to threats. We do not negotiate with terrorists. Is that clear?
We've taken this as far as we can.
Oh, the hell we have. It's only been a few days. They're not going to attack a bunch of civilians.
They're calling us terrorists.
Oh, of course they are. We should have dumped a few more busmen into space when we had the chance.
Station. What the hell was that? They're taking out the generators.
Yeah.
Be scared, okay?
We know how this is going to end. They're going to kill everyone on the ship, aren't they? Because James Holland said about this, he's done this before. The guy that was on the screen, the engineer or whatever, he was saying, James said that he's done really bad stuff before, so I'm guessing he was the one that ordered to kill him or something. Oh, this guy's actually dead. Oh my god. I really thought he would survive. Poor guy. I actually really like this character, so sad to see him go. But yeah, now what they're going to do, because it's going to be so unbelievable if they said that, like, they was on the Canterbury and then it was blown up, then it went to Mars. Mars didn't do it, and then the Donahue was blown up. Like, it just sounds crazy. And obviously, James said, and it's true, they're going to look like they're terrorists.
Oh, I don't know. Ask the ship. It seems to know everything.
It sure beats the buckets that we've been on in the past.
Fred Johnson, is that the mechanic guy?
I've known guys like him. Guys with causes that get people killed.
Yeah, where should you go? You can't really go to Earth or even Mars, because Mars will think you're terrorists. Then if you try to explain yourself, there's no one there to vouch, because obviously the signal was jammed, wasn't it? So they couldn't get it out. Although everyone on the Donahue knew that, what's it called, they was gonna testify to say that it wasn't Mars. Man, yeah, this ship is sick. It's literally got everything you could possibly want. It's amazing.
Tell Fred Johnson to clear us of birth. We're good to go.
You talked Naomi into it.
With our track record, we'll probably get Tycho blown to smithereens too.
God, that would just be... imagine that. They go to this place and then the whole place explodes and they get away again. They're the only survivors. Jesus Christ.
Give me a better look at the people.
That rum, Javier. And whatever the detective's drinking. Right away, Mr. Dos.
Yeah, I'm really intrigued about this character. I thought he was the guy that had shown 11 years ago, but I don't think it is.
Call it a conflict of interest.
But he knows so much about Julie. I'm guaranteeing that he knows way more than he's letting on. And he's planning something big. He definitely is.
Open your eyes, detective. Look around.
But I can manage.
Yeah, you don't see what I see. All we've ever known is low G and an atmosphere we can't breathe. Earthers get to walk outside into the light.
Yeah.
What's your point?
Mars and the Balthas actually have a very similar ideology towards Earth and Earthers.
Balthas had one too. Single contact in that unit. Call it, and you'll get Fila Kothari's location.
Nice.
It's yours to do whatever you think is right. Ever asked you for anything?
Yeah, but you will, mate, won't you? Exactly.
What do you want?
Exchange of information. Julima was one of ours. I want to find out what happened to her just as much as you do.
Oh, okay, so he actually doesn't know.
Go get your justice, Miller. Make it pretty.
Again, that amazing soundtrack in the background, but yeah, maybe I was wrong about this guy then, this Anderson guy. I thought he was just trying to play Miller and get something, and obviously I thought he was evil, but that conversation there has kind of changed my mind, because he wants to know what happened to Julie as well. I don't think he was behind it then. I think that guy's OPA and Julie was OPA as well.
Communications, no one outside the station knows this is happening.
That's why we need to surrender.
They killed all these civilians and all these children, didn't they? That's what happened. He said Curie, right? Or Julie? I don't know. I can't tell if that's actually supposed to be young Julie. If it is, then obviously this plane doesn't get shot down, but I'm pretty sure
Command, this is Anderson Station.
They do surrender.
UN-1, please respond.
You're telling me they still bombed it after they surrendered? I don't know, because Anderson Station, Anderson. I don't know if that's...
And dozens were for the destruction of the Canterbury. A pure and clean contracted water
Amos, get over here, check this out.
Yeah, they pretty much caused this war by saying, well, James Holland has caused this spark in the war And now there's all this extremism that Mars blew up the Canterbury.
Demanding justice for lost ship Canterbury under crew gave way to violent mobs.
Yeah, that is not good. James, you need to see this shit, man.
What's up?
You gotta put out like a statement or something to calm the entire population down.
Into her feet. Hey, when you sent that message to Fred Johnson, you didn't give him names or anything, did you?
No, of course not.
Well, partner, it's gonna be kind of hard for you to stay anonymous now.
Oh my god. Yeah, because he said, my name's James Holland. The Canterbury was blown up by Mars. Oh god. But yeah, I wonder if, I completely forgot the name. What the hell? Come on, Miller. That's not. Oh, okay, it's that guy. Alright, the guy that grabbed her.
Thing you get to say to me during this interview.
Julie Mao chartered my ship. But that was a couple years ago. It was nothing. She stayed down in the mines, breathing the same poison air as those belters, eating the same contaminated food. She was helping kids who lost their parents, folks who were choking on the blood in their lungs. I never saw her shed a tear over the...
Yeah, if it wasn't for the scapula, the Canterbury wouldn't have gone there. If it wasn't for that, if it wasn't for the Canterbury going there, it wouldn't have been blown up. If it wasn't for that, then they wouldn't be on the Mars. The Mars ship wouldn't have been blown up. There's so much, like, it's like the butterfly effect, pretty much. It's crazy.
A few weeks before she shipped out, she asked me to hook her up with the data broker.
Oh shit! It's all connected now.
This guy.
From doing anything she wanted to do.
You should have protected her. But you didn't. She still got on that ship, huh?
You don't understand, Julie.
She went out there, probably got herself killed over some stupid cause she barely...
Right, so that links it all together now, really, doesn't it? So Anderson, the guy that Miller was talking to earlier, he was in contact with Julie. I knew he was. I kind of changed my mind a little bit, but now it's confirmed that him, Anderson, and Julie were like very close before she disappeared. So Anderson knows way more than he's letting on.
Render, do you copy?
And it's gonna be interesting to find out what the hell happened.
No one's ready. What do you mean? Imaloda not listening.
What do we do? What do we do?
Why aren't they listening? Like, what's going on? There's actually a ship full of kids as well. They're not just gonna blow it up. But the thing is, I won't put anything past them because what's it called? James actually said that all this really bad stuff's happened before, and that he's ruthless.
How?
I'm pretty
There's
sure.
an artillery type being transmitted. My name is Miranda Brown. 4 days ago, the miners working for the Anderson Hyosung Corporation took control of the station in an effort to protest the treatment of our children. It's due to the low oxygen working environments. She got it when she came to live here with me. The company is refusing us medical assistance, and they're denying that their problem even exists. We didn't intend for anyone to be hurt during our protests. And for that, I am sorry. We have tried repeatedly to surrender to the UN Marines, but we just wanted to be hurt for the sake of our children.
Fucking hell. They actually did blow up, didn't they? Bastards, man. Why did they do that? Why did the UN do that? Maybe the UN are actually the villains. Maybe they're the villains, not the Mars. Oh, is that the guy holding his daughter? Oh, they're bastards, man. Why would they do something like that? I want to see why they did that. I want to see what the hell the UN was thinking. What the hell them idiots were thinking.
And all terrorists have been subdued.
Oh, shut the fuck up, terrorists. My ass.
Well,
Fred Johnson. Who the hell was that? Who's Fred Johnson? Oh, the butcher. Fred Johnson, the butcher.
And you will be granted safe harbor on Tycho. Since you've chosen to remain anonymous,
so, like,
I can only hope
back to the butcher as well. So Fred Johnson is the butcher.
You will need to change your transponder code in order to avoid.
So are you going to return to the butcher? Title of the episode. Is the Tachi going to return to the butcher?
Screaming Firehawk. Yeah, let's advertise that we're a gunship. Flying Alamo.
No.
Give me something, please.
Rocinante.
Huh?
What?
It's Spanish for workhorse. I like it. I knew a lady named Rocinante. She was good to me.
Well, there we go. Rosinante.
Punch it.
To be honest, I do prefer Alex's. Alex's names were badass, so I would have preferred that. Rocinante. Oh my god. I can't even speak English. Well, it's Spanish, isn't it? So, alright, here we go. Rocinante is on its way to... I forgot his name already, but the butcher. They're on the way to the butcher. I know that his name's Johnson, but that's his last name. Hopefully not Boris Johnson. What am I talking about? What? Wow, what the hell is this place? Oh my god, look how much lights there are. God damn.
What you need, Mr. Star?
Alright, because it was, what's his name, that said to him that that's like the secret code or whatever. I'm going to write down, after this episode, I'm going to write down all the names on my phone just so I can remember. And I might also put some like information that I think's worth noting down, like my theories or ideas pretty much, because I think I need it in a show like this. Absolutely. It's been quite fun actually, like a future episodes to look back and see like what I was predicting. Like already me looking back at episode 1, my predictions, like it's crazy how different it was now. Sorry. Mechanical rat? Or like a... Yeah, that is very strange. But what is Miller gonna find? I mean, it's a nice quarters to be honest. Nice bed. Oh, that's his family and shit, yeah. Well, I guess James Holland is going to be very caffeinated with all that coffee. He's going to have a lot of energy, my god. Yeah, they've all got their little thing, like... Ames has got his whiskey, James has got his coffee, and Alex is driving again. Alright, Miller's going to find something in these final minutes, isn't he? That's what it's leading to. Right, he's in Julie's room. Okay, yeah. Miller's hat is apparently going to come in real important. So that little detail there, that little thing in his hat, that's going to be very important. What the hell? What? What's it? So, oh my god, really going to end it there? Alright, so yeah, what the hell is up with that ending? Miller has just been abducted pretty much. He's just been kidnapped, hasn't he? He's just been tasered. Maybe it's the OPA. Maybe it's that Anderson guy. I'm not quite sure who has actually kidnapped him and why. But one detail that I noticed is that he put that thing in his hat. He found Julie's, like... It was like, obviously, I think we saw in episode 2 or 3. Julie has, like, this hamster in her room. And inside that hamster, there's, like, some sort of, like... well, it's, like, some sort of storage device, I'm pretty sure, that includes information about Julie. And I feel like that has loads of answers on it. But obviously, Miller did not get to see that in time because he's just been kidnapped now by God knows who. And yeah, God. But yeah, Return to the Butcher, that was the title of the episode. And we learned that this guy, I can't exactly remember his name. I'm probably going to look back on this episode and find out his name and write it down just so I remember. But I know his last name is Johnson, but I'm not quite sure. But he's called the Butcher. But yeah, he's pretty much offering to the techie or whatever the spaceship's called to land there and obviously explain their side of the story. But like I said at the start of this episode, it seems crazy, doesn't it? James Holland, Amos, Naomi, they're going to look like the terrorists, aren't they? Because they was on the the Canterbury. They went out to the Scopuli. The Canterbury got bombed. They didn't get bombed. Then they was taken onto the Mars, the Donahue, and now the Donahue's been self-destructed, and they're the only survivors again. So they're going to look like pirates or like space bandits pretty much, and terrorists pretty much. So yeah, it's going to look really bad, and obviously James Holland has figured out, well no, he's not figured out, but he's seen that he is pretty much famous now because obviously he left a message saying, this is James Holland, the Mars has bombed the Canterbury, and that's gone viral worldwide. It's well, not worldwide, space-wide I guess, but it's pretty much sparked like riots, protests, literally everything. The OPA has been set off to levels never seen before. There's shortages with water, food, pretty much everything, and even fuel like we saw on the metro system on space. But yeah, I actually really thought we was going to see the spaceship, the Techie, actually board or land this episode, but we didn't. But obviously it's gonna happen next episode. I mean, it has to, right? But yeah, I'm really excited for that, to figure out what the hell's gonna happen now, because obviously James and Naomi and all them, they need to tell their story to say that it wasn't Mars, it was this random group that we don't even know, and they had such advanced technology. But then again, if you said that, no one would believe you, would they? That's what James said. I wouldn't believe us. If we was to say this, even I wouldn't believe that. So if you say this stuff like, oh, it's advanced military power, we don't know who it was, they're going to be like, yeah, sure, mate, it's you're the terrorist. So I don't see how they're going to get out of this. They need proof, and now the Mars guy's dead, so there's no one to like pretty much back that up. And the Donahue's been self-destructed, it's been exploded, so there's no actual proof of the people that boarded. So that's going to be really hard to prove that they're not terrorists. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to discuss. I know that there's that Anderson guy who I'm really conflicted about. On one side, I think he is a decent character, but on the other side, I think he's really shady, and he has so much to do with Judy. And yeah, we learned that when Miller was interrogating that guy, or like questioning him or whatever, the guy that like pulled Julie on the camera, and he figured it out pretty much, but he said that Anderson and Julie were very close, and that Anderson is obviously an extreme OPA member. And in the weeks leading up to her going on the Scopuli and obviously going to space and missing right now, we don't know where she is, she got really close to Anderson. So there's way more to this than Anderson is letting on. And he knows, I feel like he knows exactly what happened to Julie, and he's leading Miller on like a goose rabbit chase pretty much. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what else, is there anything else I wanted to say? I mean, obviously we had the other detective, he's still alive, and Miller and him on good terms. Well, they're not really on bad terms, but you can understand both sides. Obviously, Miller is just looking out for the guy and wants him to be safe, and understand that he can't be doing these things, can't be going to these zones. And whereas the other detectives just wanted to do the right thing and pretty much help as much people as possible, and obviously be a really good detective. And yeah, the guy who actually spiked the detective guy, he has been he's been found because Anderson actually gave Miller his location. So yeah, I guess that was a nice thing. But then again, I literally said, when he did that, well, what do you want now? Like, he wants something from that, and obviously Miller said that as well. And all he wants is information to do with Julie. So if Julie's found, or if there's any information related to Julie, Anderson wants to know. So yeah, that's what makes me question him. Because if he wants to know, then surely he doesn't already know what the hell's happened with Julie. So yeah, it's really, really confusing, really interesting to find out what. But yeah, I'm really interested to find out more about that. But yeah, I don't think there's anything else I wanted to add. I'm really interested in the upcoming episodes. I can't wait to see what's going to happen. Like, every episode is just so good, and I can't wait to watch the next one. So yeah, I think I'm going to end it here. I don't think there's anything else I wanted to add. So yeah, this has been my reaction to The Expanse, Season 1, Episode 5. I really hope you enjoyed my reaction. Really enjoyed watching this episode. And yeah, as always, cheers for watching, and goodbye.